Hello, everybody. My name is Eric. I am the co-founder and CEO of Asteroom. We are based in the Silicon Valley. Can I see, let me see if I can see how many people are here. So we have Doug, Christine, David, Ron, Victoria, Abe. Good to have you guys. Thanks for coming to join my webinar. Okay, so as people are making their way to the webinar, I'm happy to answer any quick questions. Has anybody here used or even heard of Asteroom? See if I can get any sort of hand raise, or feel free to comment. All right, well, good. So it seems like everybody let me see if I get one chat. Never used it. Okay, have you heard of it? No. Okay, well, thanks for coming. Okay, so get started. One more minute here. Victoria said that you never heard of Asteroom. Okay. Never heard of Asteroom through OC Realtors. Okay, I got to go back to Jason and Sabrina to see how they can promote it a little more. But okay, Sylvia said that you have bought it and tried to use it, but need more information. Okay, no, there we go. You are at the right webinar. You can definitely get more information through this session. All right, so let's get started. For those who just joined, today's webinar is about Asteroom. Again, I'm Eric. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Asteroom, and today is a great honor to be here and to talk to you guys about the solutions. I was invited by Jason and Sabrina from OCR, and I have 45 minutes with you guys today, and I will walk you guys through a story of how I started the company, a bit about myself, what does Asteroom do, the pricing, how can Asteroom help you, and then in the end, we'll spend 15 minutes to talk about advertising on social media. And that is because I used to be the data scientist for Facebook for a product called the Boosted Post. And that's actually how I got into the real estate industry, was because a lot of agents were using or use Boosted Post to promote their own, promote themselves, and through countless user research, immersion trips. That's how I got familiar to this industry. And this is also when I came across the company Matterport, and I quickly realized that it wasn't, Matterport were never going to be mainstream because it was too expensive, and agents are always looking for cost-effective solutions. So and I quickly started my research and decided to fund Asteroom. And Asteroom today, the goal is to be the #1 virtual tour, 3D virtual tour solution on the market, and we're definitely well on our way there. And to start off, I want to give you a quote that's from, I don't know if you can see my screen. Maybe it's better. I want to give you a quote from Dan Sigler. He's a friend of mine, and he also is the Google head of real estate and industry. And he was, this was from NAR's summit in Seattle, last year, and he was on stage telling every realtor and broker that you need to go create a virtual tour because that's what buyers wanted online as a feature for the listings. And today, the challenge here is less than 2% of online listings have virtual showing. And this data was presented by Zillow during the IMA 2020. Of course, that was before the pandemic all started. So industry definitely moving towards this direction, and virtual showing 3D tours are becoming more and more popular. So definitely the right timing for Asteroom, and this is the problem that we're solving. So previously, virtual tour solutions they all require a really expensive 3D cameras, and just the job is usually done by photographer because it's very complicated to operate these cameras. Also take a long time, and the service cost usually is around 300 at the very least, and could go all the way up to 600. It has come down a bit in the recent years, but it's still within that ballpark. And with Asteroom, we believe that anyone, agents or photographers, or even just marketing people, can create high quality 3D tours at a fraction of the cost and the time. So we want you to use your phone camera. And some people ask me, some people are saying like, you should never take pictures with your phone, because it's low quality. In fact, when you use your phone, you get, with Asteroom, you get 32 megapixel. To put that in perspective, Matterport is only 40 megapixel, the Pro 2 camera, and most of the 360 cameras on market ranges from 13 to 22 megapixel. So when you use the phone, you actually get really high quality. After all, companies like Apple, Samsung really spend a lot of dollars on engineering those phone cameras. So I just want everyone to know that even though you're using your phone, it's not a DSLR, but the phone camera does have really good quality. And it's also, Asteroom is also very convenient to use. Besides that, the fact that it has really high quality, and it takes you only have to do one scan per room. Unlike Matterport, you have to do 4 or 5 scans a room, and also every 6 feet. That's why you can get a tour done in 20 to 30 minutes. And this is the end product. It doesn't look. This is an $8 million property here in Los Gatos, California, and it doesn't look bad at all on Asteroom. That's the introduction of the product. You can use your phone, and you can get it done 20, 30 minutes, and it's a DIY-able solution. And when compared to Matterport, it doesn't look bad at all. And in fact, it also allow you to scan outdoor, right? So that's something that you cannot do with Matterport. So what are people are saying about Asteroom on the internet, or in the press? So we have won a couple of awards this year. We were one of the companies that received the Housing Wire Tech 100 Innovation Award. And keep in mind that this Tech 100 is for all the companies, not just startups in the real estate industry. So including Zillow, Realtor.com, Matterport was on the list as well, and there was Asteroom was the second virtual tour provider on the list, and we were also ranked as one of the top providers for technology from T360, and that came out like a month or two ago. We were featured on Forbes as one of their most excited tech during CES 2019. We were on the list alongside with paper thin TV, 5G technology. and we made it to Inman a couple times. And Inman did an article on top virtual tour solution pick, and Asteroom was on the list. And we have brokerages that are using us across the nation, including New York, and Brick Underground, which is the real estate site covering New York real estate, did an article on the different solutions that are being used in New York. And that was Asteroom tour shot on a $2 million apartment on Broadway. And Warburg is our partner in New York City. So that's an introduction of the company, and as well as a bit of myself. I will take some questions. If there's any questions, feel free to type in the Q&A or the chat. Okay, Douglas. Douglas said that he has a kid and also have the Matterport. That's great. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave any comment. If there, I don't see any questions, so I would just jump on then. Hold on, let's see. All right. So what does Asteroom offer? For those that you have not heard of Asteroom, here's our offering. There are 3 components to our offering. Let me see if I can hide this Q&A. So Asteroom has 3 components: the Asteroom panel kit, which is the kit that helps you take 360 panoramic photos using your phone, and Asteroom mobile app and the web interface that allow you to upload those photos to us. And most important, Asteroom imaging services is where you can order different imaging services, including photo enhancement, 2D floor plan, 3D dollhouse. So like I said earlier, the Asteroom panel kit, which is consists of a rotator, fisheye lens, a tripod, and the phone case, is going for $75. And you can get 32 megapixel. The rest of the 360 cameras on market, now if there is the popular Ricoh Theta V is only 13 megapixel. So I always recommend agents to use the Asteroom panel kit with their phone, assuming they have a phone that is not too old. That will be for the best quality. But if you're a photographer, you really want to get in and out of property like even faster, 10, 15 minutes, then I would say invest in $1,000 Ricoh Theta Z1. But unless you process like multiple tours a day, I think the Asteroom panel kit will give you really good result. And the Asteroom mobile app, once you have the hardware kit, you use the app and to snap 360 photos. And it's quite simple. You just set your phone and the rotator and the tripod in the center of the room, and you press a button, and the rotator will start spinning, and you just hide behind it, and that's it. And from there, all you have to do is just create a project and upload to us, and then select the service that you would like us to do for you, such as the service includes the basic package includes $60. It includes 6 months of hosting, a 3D dollhouse, complimentary photo enhancement, and teaser video. So this is a teaser video, right? It's basically a teaser of your tour. It's an MP4 file that you can upload it to Facebook or any social media. And it's a 22-second video and just goes on and repeat. And this is the pricing that we offer to our brokerage partners. And this is not a publicly available pricing, but I'm happy to offer it to OCR's agents. So all you have, if you want to opt in for this flat rate pricing, all you have to do is I will share more information with Jason and Sabrina on how to enroll this pricing using your app. But basically, you will have option to do this, or you can do our public-facing pricing, which includes the hosting and the Dollhouse and Photoshop services separately. For that information, you can check our website. And these were our additional services that we do. We do architectural floor plan. It's about $15, $20, and we convert your dollhouse into a 2D floor plan. We also do 3D staging. Let me show you an example here. So this one is the one we did, and the service we're beta testing right now. Service will begin officially in August. So you can see this is a 2-bedroom apartment in San Francisco. And it's empty, and you can go in, and this is all this furniture is virtually staged except the bar stool. The bar stools are real. Everything else is virtually staged, right? So you can go to the hallway, and if you look back, you can see that it says virtual bedroom, virtually staged. You can go in, and this is a virtually staged bedroom. Okay, so and most importantly, we also will start offering MLS 2D photo services. That means that it will only be available with phones that has ultra wide angle lens, including iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, and the soon to be iPhone 12. And you will be able to take 2D photos using the ultra wide angle lens and send it to us, and it will pick out the best ones and edit them for you. And then it will be $1 per photo. So our whole goal before end of this year is to allow every real estate agent to have a 3D dollhouse, a walkthrough tour, 2D floor plan, and 2D photos, all under $100 by using their high quality phone cameras. And for virtual staging, it will be $65 per room. And we can also clean up, not only we can add furnitures in, we can also clean up the existing stuff that's in the room. For example, you can see that there was a messy closet on top, and we can clean it up to make it empty. So take a break here to see if there's any questions I can answer. Okay, I got a question for Christine. Can you use your iPhone by yourself, or do you need to purchase the panel kit to begin? So yes, Christine, you will need to purchase the panel kit to begin. If you want to, if you have a 360 camera, you can use that, but you will need either the panel kit or the 360 camera as input device. And you have a Google Pixel phone, yes, that will work. Google Pixel phone will work. Anthony, your question is about 3D staging. Yes, the pricing for 3D staging will be $65 along with the monthly fee. That's correct. But 3D staging is optional. It's not required. It's only like it's hard work. The people will have to spend time to Photoshop your photos. So that's why price is not as affordable as I want it to be. But yes, it is $65 per room. So let me go back to talk about the monthly fee a bit, right? So you will have this options. This is flat rate package. It's $60 per tour, including 3D dollhouse, image enhancement, and 6 months of hosting. And there's no monthly fee for this one. It's just you pay per listing, um, or you can pay. This is for brokerages, and I'm extending this to the OCR members, and I'll have Jason send out more information on how to enroll. But you are the public facing plans are also available. It's $20 a month. You get 5 tours, 5 active tours, and all the services, Photoshop services, dollhouse services, floor plan services, are charged a la carte. Yes, Anthony. The $65 per room is for staging services. So if you don't want to do the staging, then you don't have to pay $65. It's only for people that want to remove some certain like furnitures that the sellers have, and it's really option. It's just an optional service. All right. So now I'm gonna give. Okay, before I move on, Christine's question is, how quick is the turnaround once you're taking the photo? It's 24 hours. And there's no contract for monthly options. In fact, it's pay as you go. So you top off the number of months that you want to use beforehand, and we don't charge you on a recurring payment. So there's no contract. You pay when you need it, and when you don't pay, we don't charge you automatically. So you can find more information on our website. Okay, so hey Roland, how's it going? Your question is, can you extend the pay as you go for another 6 months if needed? I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. I think you can either buy the yearly package, the yearly plan, which give you 2 months free. You pay 10 months to get 2 months free. Or I think you can buy up to 3 months at once. Uh, but I'm not sure if you can do 6. But we, yeah. So we can chat after this. If you if you want to do 6 months, we can just send you a custom quote. That's fine too. Okay. So the next piece is show you how easy it is to use Asteroom. It's really just a 3-step process. It's the first step is you put a phone on the rotator and put it on a tripod. And the second step is you just walk around the home and take panoramic photos using the setup. And you can take as many or as little as you want. All we ask is to keep a line of sight. What I mean is, if you let's say you walk in to the house at spot number 1, you want to shoot spot number 4 in the living room. You have to make sure that you shoot spot number 3. So number 3 is bridging from 1 and 4, right? For number 3, you can see 1. For number 3, you can see 4. That's called a line of sight. That it's when you're shooting, you can see at least one another spot. So if you close your door, that means you're breaking a line of sight, because if you close the door and shooting a room, you will not be able to see any other spot because the door is closed. So the correct way of shooting a room is you shoot the hallway right outside the room, and then you come into the room and shoot inside of the room. That's it. All we ask you is to keep a line of sight, and you can have as many panoramic images as you want, or as little. And then after you shoot, you upload it to us, and then we'll stitch the tour up for you, create a 3D dollhouse, polish your tour if you wish, and create a 2D floor plan for you. So is there any questions here? Okay. So the next, I see one question here. Sabrina, your question is how many panels do you recommend per room? You just need one. One panel will be enough. One panel in the center of the room. So if I have a 4-bedroom home, I'll do one per room. So that's 4, plus a couple in different corners of the hallway, one living room, one per bathroom, and one dining room. You should get away with just 10, 12 panels. Christine's, your question is, what is the difference between projects versus active tour? Project just means that it's a tour that is not active. We really need to change the language there, but it just means inactive versus active tour. So the idea is you can, for $20, you can have up to 5 active tours, but 50 projects. That means that you can have, you can share 5 tours at once. But you can have as many as 50 tours that are not active. And the reason that we charge for active tour is because when someone is visiting your tour, Google sends us an invoice for the cloud computing that is used while the visitor is browsing your tour. And that's why we cap it at 5 for $20. If you want more, you have to go up to the next plan. Ron, your question is, do we need to provide you the floor plan? No, all we need is your panels. Your panels with line of sight. That's all we need. And you send it to us and we will convert it into a dollhouse. And we can even make it into a 2D floor plan, 2D architectural floor plan with dimensions. If you input the height of your tripod in the app. So it's really easy. It's meant for any agent, anyone to do. You just shoot photos, upload to us, we stitch it up for you, and we give it back to you. And like I said, we even polish your tour. We have a professional real estate photographers that is looking at your tours and polish them to make them bright and professionally done. And so that is at $1 per panorama. Okay, so the next part is I want to share a quote with you. What is the future of real estate marketing look like? And what does Asteroom play? How does Asteroom play into this future? So Kenneth Jenny, he's my board of director, and he also is ex-COO of Coldwell Banker, a veteran of the industry. And this is his quote, right? This is what he thinks of the future of real estate marketing. Is a streamlined and simplified process for home shopping by providing more information about a property, not less. And this is precisely what Asteroom is doing. Like I said earlier, within our vision is within $100, with $100, you can get polished 10 to 15 2D MLS photos, a 3D virtual tour with dollhouse, a 2D floor plan, and if you like, you can stage a couple rooms to help your buyers visualize the potential of the home. So we're seeing this industry is moving towards a more content-rich process, and this is how Asteroom is going to add value. It's rather than buying the different packages from the photographer. Now you can do it all by yourself, and you will not be spending more than what you already spent today on just 2D photographies. So we'll be launching a partnership with Realtor.com, and they will be integrating with us, so you can upload your tours and images directly to them. So they're definitely bought in our vision, and they're all on board with featuring your tours to millions of buyers on their platform. And this is how we look when we compete to other players in this industry. We focus on we are the only solutions that is tailored and designed for real estate agents. As we are the only company that is encouraging you to use your phone camera, because we believe that there is no reason to maintain two hardware. You have a phone camera and you had to buy a 360 camera, and every 2 years you only have to rotate a phone, and a phone camera always get better, right? So you don't have a 360, you won't have a 360 camera that goes obsolete. So, and we also are the solution that's easiest to use, as it takes 15 minutes to scan a 3,000 square foot home. Okay, before I wrap it up, is there any questions that I can answer? Freda, your question is, can you show us a sample of quality of pictures, specifically for high end? Normally I have about 30 to 35 pictures. How do you handle that? I will show you. I'm about to show you a sample. But you can find more on our website. So, so I think this will be a good segue into a sample. Yeah. So let's go to here. So this home, I don't know if you consider this high end, but this is selling for 1.5 million. In San Francisco Bay Area. It's missing a garage, unfortunately. So this part is a garage. The agent who shot this tour didn't shoot a garage, but this was done on the Samsung Galaxy S9 with our imaging services, including we stitched a dollhouse for them, and we also retouched images. But this is what it looks like. So it was the agent's first try. She took the panorama and she sent it to us, and I think it looks pretty good. So you can move around the home, use the dollhouse to navigate, zoom in. So you want to go to atrium. Let's go to the bathroom and see how her setup is. So you can see she used a Samsung Galaxy phone. So this one was done on the phone camera. I don't think the quality looks bad at all. So and you can find more samples on our website. Go to asteroom.com gallery. Right, so some of them are shot on a 360 camera. Some of them are shot on the panel kit. You can just use this filter to see. This one was shot on iPhone 11. Floor 2, floor 1, floor 3. All right. Is there any questions? Freda, your question is, are the quality good for brochures? Well, I think if you want brochures, you definitely need 2D photos. So you will have to wait till our 2D photo service that is launched. But I'm happy to show you example, a demo. Right? So this is a friend that was there's a real estate photographer using Asteroom. It's just a quick video. If we have time, we can spend like 5 minutes on this. but basically it's saying that once you take the 360 panorama, you can flip the phone horizontally, and then step back. Right, and then you can use the phone camera's HDR feature and wide angle, and take a shot, and we edit your photo, make it look like that. Is this brochure ready? I think it is, but you know, everybody has different standard, and this is $1 per 2D photo. So, but everybody, you know, like everybody has different standard in picture quality, right? So that is how we're going to offer 2D images. Okay. Hope that answered your question, Freda. Victoria, your question is, do you own those images? You own the images. We're not like Matterport. We don't claim that your images are ours. We're just storing those. So when you delete, it means delete completely from our site. We're compliant to CCPA, GDPR. We think privacy, data privacy will only become more and more prominent and important to the industry, or just to the society in general. So we don't want to go the route of taking ownership of people's data. Freda, your question is, what is initial investment? So all you need is to go. I would have Jason send out this site, but you know, we have a private store. Again, you can go to Amazon and buy our Asteroom panel kit, or you can buy the new 3D tour kit, which includes everything in tripod. Like the 3D tour, the panel kit on Amazon only includes the rotator and the fisheye, but I'll send this to Jason, and you can get the whole kit, which is the newer version, including tripod and phone case and rotator for $99, and also come with 1 month free of service and 1 dollhouse and 1 image enhancement. So I'll have Jason send this out later. But you basically pick a phone case, and then you just check out, and you will get it, the whole kit, in 5 to 7 days. Okay. All right. So that is the end of my main presentation today. Again, you can, in terms of pricing, you can do the $60 flat rate, or you can do monthly subscription, and then imaging service as for a la carte option. How to enroll in a $60 flat rate plan? I'll also have Jason send it out after this. So I gave the demo, answer the questions. Unless you guys are, yeah, I'm going to, yes, Sabrina, I'm gonna go over some tips on social media strategy. Christine, I'll answer your question on the 2D photo. It will launch in Q4. You do need a phone with ultra wide angle lens. So that means iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, soon to have iPhone 12. Okay. So we are gonna spend 15 minutes talk about just social media marketing. Like I said, I was the data scientist for Facebook's boosted posts. That is the little button that's on your realtor page, asks you to chip in $20 for more impressions of your post. And I worked on that product for 3 years. As a data scientist, I looked at people's engagement with the product, tried to help Facebook monetize better, talk to users, understand their pain point, and try to improve the product. But yeah, so I did that for 3 years. So I know the product inside and out. So I'm happy to share some tips on how to create the best Facebook ads. Okay, so there's some story that I want to share with you about boosted posts. That just for your background information, the formal name internally is called lightweight interface. Is called lightweight interface because it was supposed to be designed to be an easy interface for non-performance marketers to use. And it represents 85% of total advertising on Facebook, but only accounted for 16% of revenue. So it's the long tail of Facebook advertisers. It is not the optimal interface to create ads on Facebook because it doesn't have, it's a lightweight interface, right? It doesn't have a lot of core advanced functionality. They are also powerful. Especially around targeting. So just so you know that when you create ads on Facebook using boosted posts, it is not supposed to be, you're not supposed to get the best ROI out of it. Just understand there's a limitation for simplicity. So nevertheless, there are still 3 levers for successful Facebook ads. Number 1 is objective. Number 2 is targeting. Number 3 is creatives. And this is when I will share some tips on how to, well, at least get an understanding what these levers are and how to optimize it and measure it. So number 1 is objective. What is objective? This is your opportunity to tell Facebook what you think is important to you. What's your goal, right? If you tell Facebook to find you more impressions, Facebook will do that. If you tell Facebook that I want more page like, and Facebook will do that. So this is your opportunity to tell Facebook that what you want to optimize for. And conversion, and the tips here is you ultimately will all want more sales, right? I want to sell more membership. You want more people coming, you want more leads for people coming to you wanting to sell homes or buy home. But how can we tell Facebook that, right? And that is where conversion tracking is super important. Unless you have traditionally, you will need a landing page where people can fill out a lead form, and you will provide a signal back to Facebook, say, hey, I got a lead, right? And then when Facebook knows that you have a lead, this machine learning start being able to learn how to get you more, right? So providing the signal back to Facebook is the number 1 thing. So and Facebook knows that, right? And asking you to create a landing page, it's very difficult. Not everyone can do that. So that's why lightweight interface boosted post series, they launched a couple new products, including a lead gen product, which means the prospect can fill out the lead form directly on Facebook, and this is when Facebook can get the signal on site without needing you to provide the signal back to them. But I personally am not a big fan of the product because the quality of those leads is an important issue too, right? Because if you make the form so short and so easy to fill out, you will get a lot of people that it's not really engaging, right? That is like not high quality leads. And since you tell Facebook you just want people to fill out the lead form, Facebook will try to find as many possible leads as cheaply as they can. So as a result, you might end up getting a lot of low quality leads from Facebook. So I'm not a big fan of lead gen product, but just so you know, that's how objective works. And after conversion, the second most important thing is targeting, right? So this is where performance marketers really leverage Facebook's billions of data to find prospect to target. So on lightweight interface, you can create your own audience and using interest targeting. But interest targeting, it's still very, very broad. And it usually doesn't have a good ROI. And most of the performance marketers, 85% of performance marketers use this feature called lookalike audience. And let me share a bit of what it is. So it means that when you have 10 people that is have performed a conversion event on your site, like for example, sending your lead form, and you're telling Facebook that, hey, like I want more people that look alike these 10 people, right? Because those 10 lead forms were really great, high quality. Right? I want you to find more people like that. And Facebook will analyze that 10 or 100 people's data and try to find more people that look like them. And that is precisely how you are targeted on Facebook, right? Sometimes you feel like, wow, like this ad really, like the Facebook really knows what I'm looking for by showing me this ad. And that is because you were the lookalike of someone that had converted on the ad before. So if you want to learn more about lookalike targeting, just Google it, and it should make sense with what I said about conversion, right? Because you need to set up the conversion correctly. That once you get quality lead form, you can send those signal back to Facebook. So they find me more people like that. So lastly, is creatives. And why is creative important? The more engaging your creatives are, the cheaper your ads are. And you can check the quality of your creatives in Ads Manager, not on boosted posts, just because it's too lightweight. But there is this thing called Ad Score. It used to be a public information, but now it's not anymore. Instead, they give you quality ranking, engagement ranking, conversion ranking, and it doesn't give you a score from 1 to 10. It give you below average, above average, right? So your goal is to hit every single one of the three above average. When you have above average, that means your ads engaging. Facebook is willing to deliver your ads at a cheaper cost because your ads have valuable or have value to your audience. So to check, video ads usually have the best highest score. So let me show you an example of my own ads on Asteroom. But basically, the key to create engaging ads is make sure it's very fast paced, a lot of visual, not much words, right? So cool music, and so let's take a look at what engaging ad look like. Yeah, so 1 minute, super fast pace, interesting storyline, and just a lot of visual effect. That's the key to create good ads on Facebook. So give it a try. Video ads usually convert much better than just 2D images. Okay, so another key is make sure you show your product or your service in the top 5 seconds, because usually people watch the video 3 to 5 seconds to decide if they want to continue watching. And lastly, about creatives. So just remember, no matter how good your creatives are, it's only enough to get them to click to get to your landing page. So just make sure you have a really engaging website or landing page that can resonate with people who watch your ad, and set up the conversion event on your landing pages correctly. So to tie it back to Asteroom. What we actually, once you create a 3D dollhouse, we actually provide you a really engaging content. It's video and it's cool. It's basically spinning a dollhouse around and move around different rooms, and then going back to the dollhouse, and it goes on repeat, right? So this will be a good way to capture people's attention, that people know that, hey, like, you know, there's a 3D virtual tour. Click on this link to get to tour the home. That's all I have for you guys today. I'll have to take some questions. So let's see. Blair, your question is about 3D staging. Question is, can you choose how many rooms you wanted to stage, or do you have to stage all of them with the staging option? The answer is you can choose the rooms you want to stage and the style. You can stage 1 room, you can stage 3 rooms, and you will give us the style that you want: modern, contemporary, classic. I don't know, there are a lot of styles. I don't have it on top of my head. All right, so if there's no other question, I want to thank you all for giving me your time today. And if you have any feedback for me, my email is Eric, ERIC, at asteroom.com. Feel free to contact me, and see you guys next time.